I'm Alan Rowlands, and I'm a pianist, and I have been enjoying this vision of what I find here for many years now. And of course, it's, to begin with, primarily visual. And I suppose as a pianist, my greatest attention is upon the oral, the listening, what's going on in the oral sphere. Because when one is working on a piece of music, there are so many factors that you have to work on. You have to think about the mechanical accuracy, the technique, the kind of expression, how you will convey this, and do some inward work on trying to fathom the emotional message of the music and what the composer is trying to convey and how this will be conveyed. There's a lot to go into, and that doesn't leave a great deal of room for visual attention when you're playing. But nevertheless, I would say that when I'm playing, it's perfectly obvious to me that my hands are, you could almost say, floating in a void, and the arms coming out of nothing. At the same time, that isn't quite so important as what occurs in the sphere of listening, because that is the crucial one. I'm sure the pianist's main function in performance is to listen. It's not to do, it's to listen, because you are in fact monitoring the placing and intensity of every single note, trying to make it measure up to the image of the music you've got that you would like to convey. And the wonderful thing is that there can come a time, which is rare, but it is distinctly possible, when you've so much got the audience on your side, as it were, they're listening, you become suddenly aware of a peculiar silence in the room, almost as though they've stopped breathing and are on the edge of their seats. They're absolutely with you, and the listening becomes one listening, and you, the pianist, get lost in that. And from that point on, there is absolutely no fear, no anxiety. You no longer think about that image of the music, it just happens, and you don't know who's doing it. And it comes out miraculously fresh and new. And I can sometimes feel that I'm looking down at those hands, and I hear a new slant in the music, a new interpretative nuance, a new feature of expression, which I'd never thought of before. And I don't know who thought of it, and it just happens. And it's all coming from that common listening, which is the unifying factor in the room, and in that one is merged. And that is the essence of communication, I think. And you can't quite make it happen, but it happens when there is this listening out of this intense silence.